which means there may be times when we say, okay, for this week, we want to be sure that we're going to use the April tribe to be sure someone gets a chance to read the scripture. Somebody gets to give an exhortation. Doesn't have to be an ordained elder, doesn't have to be a licensed evangelist, but it could be someone in that group that would say, and you as a tribe leader might know, this person would like to have an exhortation or a testimony.
Oh, I like that.
And that could be integrated into the service.
Oh, I like that.
Who's going to read the scripture? Who's going to lead the hymn? Such a hard you want about number one soloist. There might be someone who we're not even aware
Right. I like it.
has that, especially with newer members. So in the last month or two, there have been, 10 or 15 new members. There may be something they can do in worship. They shouldn't have to wait as long as some people did to get discovered.
Right. I like it.
See? So all that goes into the worship. Or Bible study. Maybe we'll say, okay, for this Bible study, we want that tribe to give the introduction. We won't put the whole burden of the Bible study on them. But maybe we start at 6:30, we're out at 8. When you say for the introduction for the topic on the rapture, your tribe will have that slot. Then that's up to you as the leader to put that together with persons from your tribe. Okay. So that's constantly going to be a part of the worship. A couple of weeks we're going to have I've not announced it to the church, we're going to have a week-long prayer meeting. The whole week that's going to conclude with a shut-in. All right, try to be asked to participate in that prayer meeting each night. So it'll be a tribe that'll do Monday night, Tuesday night to do the beginning and perhaps the conclusion. We may add a minister, add a deacon, but that will be all. That helps everybody to be a part. Then another piece is what I called in the other session, e-sharing.
E-sharing.
E-sharing. So one of the sweetest times we had for a while is when after church, we would have a tribe to meet for about 10 minutes on Sunday, and I wanted to get by and say hello to everybody. Sometimes I didn't make it because I got lost in the traffic. But with or without the pastor, for all the birthdays in that month, there'll be one Sunday where all of those persons in that month, because we're having a hard time keeping with everybody on that Sunday.
I like
we got
that.
somebody designed, Sister Joy, is to tell us who it is that Sunday. So that whole month will be, it will be about everybody who had a birthday in that month.
Yeah. Okay.
Gets recognized in your own after hospitality sharing time. And there'll be some coffee or tea, particularly as we go into the winter. It won't be a full meal, and that will be a sharing time for your tribe.
Sounds good.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That's gonna be good.
Now the last thing is
It's a caring, sharing.
support. That's the last thing. My wife ain't coming. I'm waiting on my throat for you. See that? Who was here first?
You was here. We got it on tape.
Okay, what is this called?
Support.
Support.
So, we're getting ready to have a missions emphasis in the end of October. We want everybody to know what that's about and how they can support the work of missions all over the world. They will be giving support. They may need to write a letter. They may need to send a picture. They may need to know what the budget is for that particular area of ministry. They will be able to give support. Church anniversary will be here in a couple of weeks. You're not the tax collector. But to be sure, everybody on your team is at least aware the church anniversary, once a year, one day, and everybody is encouraged to share. That's going to be support. Wait a minute. So, your daughter, your grandson is being inducted into the military, graduating from college or high school. Your church should know about that so that they can support them. One of the saints told me the other day, here's my son's first football game. I know you couldn't squeeze into your schedule, but it would have meant so much if you'd have come to the football game. I would be glad to. I like football. I like going to football games. First of all, I didn't know. So you're telling me after the fact. But secondly, even if you did, I'm not sure I could have blocked off an evening or an afternoon to do that. I would be glad to do that. Add that to my little list. But what could happen, maybe you as a tribe leader can't make it to the football game either. But what you could say is, we want to at least congratulate this fella on his first football game. That may not seem like a big deal to you until it's your younger.
Until it's yours, yeah.
Then all of a sudden,
Ah,
it's a big deal.
yeah.
So it's a way of support. Support for each person. Try. And an opportunity to give support. So they'll get a tribute today at this funeral from Boone. The deaconess will send something. Condolence club will probably have something. Pastor will be there. But what ideally, we just don't do this yet, but this is going to be added to the labor. It would be great if there would be a card or an email from the July tribe, or whatever tribe, I don't know what tribe this family's in, but from that tribe saying, in your hour of loss, in addition to everything else you have, we know, we care, and we are supporting you. All that goes into what can happen and will be happening with what you do in the tribe. Now, I said that was number 5 and the last one, but it just comes to me to add another one. I've never had it before. And this is because of you. So I'm going to put this in green with a star.
Oh, I can see it.
Evangel, which is the gospel. It's the good news. So anybody that comes to our church, that we get them to leave any information on a card, and the ushers are pretty good about that, they get a letter, usually within a week, saying, you came to our church, I'm glad you did, hope you got blessed. About 3 paragraphs, anything we can do to support you. Boom. Here's something about the other services and ministries. That goes out to virtually everybody within a week. Now, often that's followed with perhaps that person, whatever reason, coming back as a guest. And after about the 3rd time, we start to prepare to put them on this list. They may be saved already. If they are, this will help them to grow in the gospel. They may have not been saved. This will help them to grow in the gospel. They may already be at a church. That sure won't hurt them. They may be in need of a church. So the whole point of this is for laborers to be in the harvest. So if somebody does get saved, and they do become a part of the church, then they're going to need this probably more than anybody else in that category. They may, and the persons that have come, sometimes they've come from other cities. They don't have relatives here. They don't have associates here. There may be persons in their family that they want to have included. They may want to learn more about the Word there's a whole range of where they are spiritually. You get to be the one that helps to ensure that that is not overlooked.
I like that.
So all of this, the monthly prayer, the e-care, the worship piece, the sharing, the support, all of that is about them being in that number when the Lord descends from heaven with the shout. Those basically cover those areas. Am I leaving anything out, Sister Asia?
Nope.
Okay, how'd that sound, Sister Hardy?
That sounds excellent.
And the good thing too is, this is you. This is you. I think we use the word captain, right? Captain?
Captain, yeah.
Okay. Captain Harding.
Where's my ship?
Enterprise.
The thing about this labor captain is this is not designed to consume your whole life. Now, we covered a lot in the last 40 minutes here, but that's not, it's not designed to be the only thing you do or your only ministry. So your other ministries are not eliminated. So it's not designed to be something you have to work on 12 hours a day. Now, the more you do this and the more you allow the Lord to use you, you always have a hunger to do more. But one of your main jobs as the captain is to be sure that everybody